Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to the channel. Welcome back for anyone who's already a part of this wonderful community that we're building, and welcome to anyone new. Beautiful souls, today we are asking, what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? This is a timeless reading. We're going to draw 3 cards together, and I have 3 beautiful well, they're all different forms of stone, of rock, of crystal, so we'll bring those into the readings as well. But they are here to help to guide you into whichever reading or readings you're called to. I hope you are all doing really, really well, and thank you so, so much for being here. I'm seeing this for pile 1. Okay, I'm actually seeing this one for pile 2, and I'm seeing this one actually for pile 3. Okay. Let's check these out and see what we have. So, what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? So pile 1, you have the skunk and magnolia. Okay, so this is pile 1. You have for pile 2, you have the bat and hellebore. And then for pile 3, you have the porcupine and anemone. This is pile 3. Okay, and for those that want to just bring in the crystals, the rocks, the angel, as we have here today. So the first rock that we have here is absolutely magical. Some of you may have seen this in some readings before. So this is a piece of pure natural chalk, and it came from a particularly sacred site. Actually, I can see a face in it actually just as I'm looking at it right now. Now, it came from a very sacred site here in Wiltshire in the UK where I live. We have white horses on our hills, and some of them are no longer there, but the energy of the white horses is still there in the land. And this came from a white horse site, a very powerful white horse site, where there is no longer a white horse, but it came from that spot, and it was literally gifted to me. It just rolled out of the side of a hill as I was walking there. And I always am blown away by the fact that it's, even though chalk is very opaque, the way it captures and holds the light is just remarkable. So this is for pile 1. Okay. Now pile 2, I have one of my talismans. This is a white quartz angel. Really beautiful energy, very pure energy. There's very pure energy actually here today for all of these readings, which is lovely, isn't it? What good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? And the energy feels so pure and so receptive. So pile 3, we have a selenite heart. Now selenite is was named actually after the moon goddess Selene, and it literally does capture light, as you can see. And selenite is an amazing crystal because it kind of acts as a battery pack actually, and you can use it for other crystals. If you put a selenite stick or a selenite crystal or a heart, whatever you have, out under the full moon, it will gather that energy, and then you can keep it with your other crystals to keep them charged. Literally, it is like a battery charger. So amazing energy here from the selenite heart. So that's pile 3. Okay, beautiful souls. So I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments longer in case you want a bit longer to decide. What good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? We're going to be drawing tons of cards, probably some runes as well. And yeah, I'll leave you to see whichever reading or readings. Sometimes it's more than one that speaks to you. And obviously, because it's a general reading, if any part of it isn't resonating with you, or you think, I'm not sure if this is the right reading, as you connect with it, you can always move to another. And these are timeless. So really, at any time you come to these readings, the messages, if you're drawn to them, are usually they're usually right for you, to be honest. So beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Hello, beautiful Moon Magic Super Souls. Hello, welcome, reading 1. So you have the Skunk and the Magnolia. This is actually a card of protection. I don't know if you can see that. It says that just here. And, you know, this card kind of tells you that your boundaries are safe. You're okay. You're in a safe space. I'm wondering if this is also an indication that it is safe for you to receive something. Good blessings and good karma are coming to you. What are you going to receive soon? Sometimes if we've been kind of in like a challenging situation, then we become so defensive that because we're so fearful of ever getting hurt again. And I feel maybe even one of the blessings you're going to be receiving is sort of the ability to take down your defenses and actually to allow yourself to receive. That is a blessing in itself. I mean, this was a blessing. This stone, the way it came to me. Let's draw cards and see what else we are shown for you. So I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot first. I love using this whenever we're looking at anything karmic. So how interesting, we've got the summer and winter card. Now there's no negative about this. We're either in summer or we're in winter, and it's telling us something. But you have it in the upright position, which is the summer card. I feel like yeah, this is an acknowledgement of a harvest coming in, blessings coming to you. That's for sure. The Akashic Library. Okay, what else do we have? I'm seeing this, and this as well. Let's put these cards down and look at what we have. So, what I see with the Akashic Library, there's steps. You're stepping up the ladder. Something that you have been working on is coming to fruition. But yeah, what good karma. We have the Scribe, absolutely. Again, something you've been working on. If any of you are engaged in any kind of study, or you're writing a book, or you're developing something, or you're dealing with any kind of legal issues, you know, your good karma is going to bring you the results you want, you know, and you're going to be climbing the ladder of success here. So this is going to work for you. This is also about learning. Hilarion. Look at him. This is about learning something. And then we have the Oracle of Delphi. Wow. So receiving. This is really amazing. Okay, so what your reading is saying to us so far, your good karma and your blessings, whatever you are working on, whether you're working on like a book or a project, or you're processing something, you're doing a course, anything that you are working on, honestly, the guidance you need is just going to arrive. You know, it's like you'll open a book and the answer will be there, or everything is going to come to you. Just to assist you. You're not going to have to work hard to bring this to fruition. This is what we're seeing here. So there is something you are to develop, to work on. I think that's around you already. Now, it might be in its infancy. It could be something you're already working on, or it could be something that you have a spark of an idea and you're only just getting going. And you may even have wondered whether it would really work. It may also be a little bit pioneering, with card of protection for some of you. If you are doing something that is sort of like stepping out of the box a little bit, and you're wondering how it's going to be received, you know, none of us we can never please all of the people all of the time, but I think it's fair to say that what you put out there is going to be very successful. It's going to bring you in the harvest, and you'll be protected from any negativity coming in and causing any problems for you, really. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow. This feels very much more about your kind of working world than it does about, you know, kind of the intimacy of your world, or the you know, personal stuff. It feels like a work orientated world. It's learning, education, this kind of stuff. But wow, I mean, seriously, wow, this is, you're just going to be gifted literally with any piece of information. All I'm seeing here is knowledge and books and writing and learning. And look at this man, even in the Oracle of Delphi, he is here writing, scribing what she receives. Any of you that are involved in any kind of writing projects, anything, drawing, anything educational, truly, I just think it's going to the good karma and the blessings, it's like it is blessed. The project itself, you and your project are blessed, and the good karma that you are due anyway is just going to come to this project, and it's going to fly. So let's draw some number cards. Okay, this one is coming out already for you. 101, starting over. Okay, that's really interesting. So intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It is in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. What I'm hearing from this card is that for some of you, I think you've actually shelved a project. You put something down. You didn't think it was going to achieve the success that you wanted it to. You could have put it away. It reminds me of, I spoke about this in a reading, it was quite a few months ago. And I remember one of my favourite books when I was young was Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And I read that the guy that wrote it, and forgive me, I can't remember his name. Oh, it was it Bark? It was Bark. His surname was Bark, I think, B-A-C-H, I think. Anyway, do you know, he actually had written that book and he hadn't completed it, and he just put it, you know, in a cupboard or a cabinet or something in the cellar for years and years, because he just forgot about it. He didn't get to the end and he didn't think it would do anything, and then he finally got it out and kind of completed it. And off it went. It was amazing. And look at the success that it brought and the joy to so many, including me. You know, the meaning that it brought. So I feel there is a project around you that is bringing genuinely meaning to other people's lives. Whatever this is, you're going to be making a difference whilst also being very successful yourself. You're being protected. You're being guided throughout this whole thing. You know, skunks can attract or they can repel. And I feel like you are going to attract, you're being guided and protected to attract what you need to bring this forth and make it possible. Let's look at some chakra cards. What do we have here? Okay, so you have destiny. Okay, this is your destiny. This is your pathway. You're meant to be fulfilling. This is something you are meant to be doing. It's also something very interesting. There's a very big karmic level to these readings. I mean, obviously, it's what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? But actually, the karmic nature of this card particularly, and this is the crown chakra, the karmic nature of this card is about something that wasn't possible in a previous lifetime, and it's like you've come here to do it this time. Okay, so it's like, I mean, this is like a soulmate connection, but the reality is it is your destiny to fulfill this project, this career pathway, to write this book, to do this thing, whatever it is for you, to bring it to fruition. And it may be that you were ahead of your time in a past life, you know, really ahead of your time. Or I see them dressed as monks, and, you know, we're seeing this. I mean, actually, there were times historically when, of course, people with great knowledge and great wisdom were persecuted. And, you know, because the people who wished to own the power, have the power, didn't want other people to have that knowledge, that wisdom. So it may be that you had even been persecuted for having this knowledge, which is perhaps why there is protection around you. You know, I said earlier, you know, right at the start, sometimes we can become really defensive because we've been hurt or we've experienced difficulty, and we get really defensive because we're fearful of ever being hurt again. I think with you, the protection here is around you, because somewhere within you, you will know that you tried to do this before, and I think it didn't work out in a really big way. You could have been a member of a religious or cultural group of people who were persecuted. You could have been in a monastery. You know, there are any number of circumstances, and some of you will know about your past lives. I'm going to be doing actually some kind of past life readings as we navigate through eclipse season. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come to it, it's kind of, it is what it is. But I will be using the energy of eclipse season, which we are about to enter at the time of my doing this reading, and I will be doing some significant past life readings around various areas, so keep a lookout for those here on the channel. And you know, do subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to sort of never miss a video or get it as soon as I upload it. And I will be putting them into a playlist as well, so I'm going to organize my playlist so you can find videos much more easily. Now, I think the protection is from a past life. I think it's like you've arrived, and somewhere at a level of soul, it felt scary, dangerous to be a trailblazer. You know, there's fear around being, or, you know, you've experienced some form of persecution. So there's like a residue there. You may even have been born genetically into a family that have a history of some form of persecution in the genetic line. And I think you chose that lineage because it resonated with a past life, but you've come here to bring something forth. So the good karma is that now is the time. Blessings are to be bestowed. You are being given the protection, the guidance that you need, literally, to bring this forth here. You know, so even though you may have felt like you had failed in the past, you couldn't achieve it. It wasn't your fault that you couldn't achieve it. It was circumstances, and now you've come here to address that and to do it, to make it happen, to make it possible. And this feels really exciting. Let's see what else we're shown. Let's draw an angel card for you. There's your card. Happiness. Unlock the doors to happiness. This is beautiful. This is going to bring you happiness as well. It's like a long-term, it's going to bring you long-term happiness. I'm going to move that card in there. That feels really right. This is your long-term happiness. This is something that can come to fruition. Again, going back to your past life, if you were educated, which I believe you were, with the level of knowledge and wisdom that you held, I think maybe, you know, that persecution, you could have also had, you know, wealth removed from you. As a learned person, you earned a living from what you did, or you benefited, and somehow stuff was taken away. This is sort of a twofold karmic level of blessings. I mean, firstly, you're being blessed with protection. This is the time to bring this forth. Secondly, I think you are being blessed with the good karma is coming to you this time because you couldn't do it last time. So things that were taken away from you are almost to come forth and be given to you now in your world right now. So this sort of past life persecution and resources, money, possessions, even family taken away from you. I see all the ghosts here. Look at those people who maybe were taken away from you, who now walk with you. Literally, this is full of shadowy figures here from a previous lifetime. I'm seeing, gosh, I didn't know this was going to turn into such a sort of a past life connection, but this is what I'm seeing, and so this is really here. And of course, now everything is channeling through for you to do this, to achieve this, in, you know, in the best possible way, pile one. It really is. Okay, let's draw a couple of runes. I think we'll draw some rune cards today. Okay, lovely. Lagos, flow. So this is literally going to flow. You know, don't worry if you ever have a mental block. Just walk away from whatever it is you're doing. You'll come back to it afresh. You walk away, and whatever information you need will just be given to you. This is going to flow. Your world is going to flow because you are being protected to make this possible. You're being protected and guided. This is so beautiful, pile one. I think I'm just going to draw from another tarot pack just to sort of see kind of where it's going. I think is really what I wanted, a glimpse into the future. Your reading is very, very clear. Okay, so you have King of Swords. I'm seeing also the Nine of Wheels, Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, there's a very clear message coming through here for you. We then have the Empress. Yes, absolutely, that figures. We have the Empress, the Two of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the, where are we? We have the Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Right, okay. How interesting that we start with the King of Swords and we end with the Ace. So let us look at your story unfolding. This is like the story of how this is going to emerge. Actually, that's what we're being shown here. That is what we're being shown here. Beautiful, beautiful. So the moment you kind of make your mind up, like really, really clearly, this is what I'm going to do, and with determination you decide to do it, you are going to see results quickly. The Nine of Wheels. It's going to emerge. It's going to, and with the Knight as well. So these are the Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It is going to happen, and it's going to start to grow fast. We have the Empress. It's really, really going to grow fast. What I see here is, it's not just the success that's going to come from this, but it's what you're going to do with the success. You're going to be sharing this with others. You know, of all of the Five of Wands cards in all the different packs I use, this is such a cheerful, they're smiling. You know, this is like, let's collaborate, let's make something happen with this. You will, of course, with the Two of Swords, I think, you can't please everybody all of the time. You know, that's what I said earlier. But the joyous thing about this is, and even if you feel like you're moving into like a competitive market, I think you're going to be really, really respected, because you're coming at this from a really unique angle with the Ace of Swords. It's very much you. This is your determination, your kind of story, your contribution. This is you. So I think you're going to see abundance come to you pretty quickly, success and abundance. And I do think you are going to be able to put down, which is lovely, put down the conflicts of the past. I feel like this is like almost a glimpse into that past life where I actually think you felt really broken. Almost as though your contribution, you worked so hard and were then just kind of cut down, almost cut down in your prime, or all your work was taken away. You know, it's like if you have spent your whole lifetime, you know, as an elder, a scribe, as a person of wisdom, and then all of that writing from years and years was just sort of burned. It's got that flavour to it, really, a radical challenge that you faced. And actually, it's kind of like, this is so totally different. This is not, even though you can't please everybody all of the time, it's like a joyous arrival. It's going to help people. It's going to help, many of you actually, part of what you're doing is to help people to overcome conflict. So even though you've had that experience and it's been like almost touching conflict for you to even bring this forth, because of that past life memory, this is going to flow. And it brings about, it really does. I think you're going to change people's mindset on something, whereas you couldn't change people's mindsets before. It was impossible. Previously, it was, you know, well, I've said everything I've said. That's how it was. But now you can change people's mindsets with the Ace of Swords. So not only are you going to be really successful and benefit people, but actually I think there'll be a turnaround. Even people who might have seen what you do as being different, or even felt slightly threatened by it, or would have been threatened in a previous lifetime, or even 30, 40, 50 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago would have felt threatened. It's kind of like it's welcomed, because you challenge people. Whatever you're bringing forth, it challenges people's perceptions. It helps them to learn and grow. And yeah, I think you will change many mindsets in the most powerful and positive way, whereas previously you couldn't. And you're bringing all the knowledge from that past life with you. So everything you did in that past life. It has never been lost. It has stayed with you. It is in the Akashic records. It is there for you to access. The Oracle of Delphi, it comes through for you. The Scribe, Hilarion, all about learning, reconnecting with that knowledge and wisdom that you have already acquired in a former lifetime, and now you bring it forth. Wow, well, this is seriously good karma. And blessings coming to you in every possible way as you bring this forth. Pile 1, your reading is fabulous. It's spectacular. Keep us posted in the comments as your world emerges. You know, if you are connected to the channel, if you'd like to do subscribe, but if not, you can always find us, you know, not Google, but, you know, YouTube search the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel, and yeah, come and keep us posted. I do post readings every Sunday for weekly guidance as well, just to help people keep on track, and I know many of you follow those, so thank you. I'm really honored to be reading for you. Beautiful souls, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all the things that you do that help the channel to keep going. Thank you for those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments, and thank you all for commenting. Beautiful souls, have an amazing journey with this. It's phenomenal. Hey, my beautiful pile 2, Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to your reading. Now, we have the Bat and Hellebore. This is a card of intuition. Okay, Hellebore is a winter rose. That's what it's known as. I have some of these in my garden. They're blossoming now at the time of this reading. You know it's timeless. Bats are, well, they're about transformation, but they also... they have a guidance system, don't they? I mean, this is hence the intuition. They have a guidance system. Now, very interesting that this white quartz angel is an angel, just the energy of white quartz in itself. It's an energy of protection in that, but it's a very unique sort of form of protection, really. Basically, negativity bounces off it. You know, negativity can't get in. That's how this kind of works. It literally, it's not even that it repels, it's like water off a duck's back. It repels negativity. So positivity, and you know, just remains intact. Purity remains intact. Purity is coming through here. Trusting your intuition. So what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? Let's draw from the Akashic Tarot, my lovely pile 2. What is this about? I saw 2 cards just coming through. Just there, in fact it's 3. I'm going to go with all of those and this. I'm also seeing that one. And this too. And I think one more. 2 more. Okay. There we are. Let's see what we have. So, we have the 2 Worlds cards, 2 of Scrolls, and it's in reverse. Fabulous. Now, I'm thrilled it's in reverse because can you see this is someone who has, you know, some gold on a table, but not very much of it, and all this work. This is someone who has been working and working and working and not really receiving the rewards or the recognition that she deserves. In reverse, you are about to receive the rewards and the recognition that you deserve. I'm loving it. Okay, so setting your course, 3 of Scrolls. The Oracle of Delphi, this came out in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, I would potentially recommend checking that out. So the Oracle of Delphi as well, and how very interesting. I'm seeing him here with a scroll, and then we have the King of Scrolls. The energy of success is around you, actually. We have Archangel Raphael, which happens to be in reverse. Sitting underneath the Bat and Hellebore, the card of intuition. Initiation, Count Saint Germain. We have the Queen of Scrolls in reverse. We have the King of Roses. Okay, and then we have the Willow. This is adaptability, flexibility. Okay, right, I'm just going to put this to one side. I'll bring this in a moment. Okay, what I would like to say is, now whether this is connecting to either love with the King of Roses, or, you know, so a connection to a relationship, whether this is someone you work with, or it's someone that's in an intimate relationship, with the two kings on either side here, and the Queen of Scrolls and Archangel Raphael, both in reverse. I think someone is departing your world, someone who's been holding you back. It may be that you are leaving someone, actually, or that you're saying goodbye or severing some ties. Your gut feeling is right, your intuition. There is there's somebody, the energy or the influence of someone around you. It could be a group of people, but someone, I think for many of you, it's a specific person, and the influence of them is actually not very healthy. And I think they are sort of almost, I venture to say, in it for what they can get. Now, the good karma and the blessings that you're going to receive are that I think this person is departing your life. It may be that you are being given, well, I think the guidance is coming in, that's for sure. You're being given an opportunity here for you to sort of like ascend, and for your, it's like your vibration can rise. So you've been around either someone or some people whose vibration is a very low, it's very low vibration, very low vibrational being or beings. And I think you've done your best to be really flexible around them. And I almost feel like whatever you've done, it hasn't been good enough. Now, it's now time, you're being given and guided an opportunity in the departure of something, of this group of people or someone, to move away. There's an opportunity around you that is very guided for you to set your course or set your sights on something or someone else, a new direction, a new journey. And this is a pathway. I do believe somebody, so for example, if you have been in a difficult relationship and you're winding your way out of it, I actually think someone new is coming in quite quickly. If you've been around a group of people who have not been, you know, particularly healthy for you, I feel that new people are coming into your world to assist you, that they're going to be resonating with you at the level that you're rising to, really. Whereas I think you've been hanging out with someone or some people who don't resonate at a level that you want to be at. This is shifting and turning. I think you've done your best to be flexible around them. I really think you realise, I think some of them have been quite an emotional drain, and there's a recognition that you need to move beyond this. Your gut feeling is right. I think you know you need to move away now, actually. What I see is, I think the good karma and the blessings, the good karma is that actually this is coming to an end. This circumstance, this group of people, this person, whatever it is coming to an end. And what's really fabulous is that someone or another new group of people are coming in. It's kind of, I almost want to say like a replacement, and it's not exactly a replacement. That's not really, you know, we don't replace one person with another. But in a way, you're not stepping forward empty-handed. You're stepping forward, you're setting your course on a new goal, a new group of people, a new person. And this is a much more emotionally rewarding connection. This is the kind of person or people you've been looking for. People who will validate you, recognize you, appreciate the amount of work you put into things. Yeah, there's a new opportunity of someone around you. I think for quite a while you've known that the person or the circumstances, the people, the group of people has not really quite resonated with you. I think you've kind of known it, but you haven't necessarily had the guidance or the direction or the right people around you to assist you to move to something better. I think you've had dreams, I think you've had goals, I think you've pondered. You could even have written affirmations or created a vision board. I think you've known that you want more. But what is happening now is someone is coming in, or a group of people who will assist you to get the more, which is really very fabulous and groovy. I'm just going to put this up here. And I'm going to draw another card for you. Let's draw more cards and see what we have. So first off, a number card. You have 1111. Wish come true. Yes. Moderation, patience, and you've had some flowing. Look at the water flowing here in the willow. Self-realization. This is you upgrading your vibration. Manifestation, getting what you want. A gateway, taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Well, what amazing karma and blessings are in that. Really, you could not ask for a greater confirmation, really, could you? How beautiful. That is magnificent. I will draw more cards to find out more, but I sort of feel like your message is really clear. Something is departing, someone or a group of people. You're upgrading, and everything is being orientated to support you completely. Someone or a group of people coming in to guide you, to love you, to acknowledge you, to value you, to hear you, to want to build the same dreams as you. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Okay, what else shall we draw? Let's draw a chakra card. See what we're shown here. That is your card. Release. Okay, yeah, so you're letting go. You're letting go. Gosh, you are letting go. Oh, this is having a big impact. You're letting go of I almost feel like generations of lack. Look at this woman with the hands on her ears, you know, people telling you that you can't have and you can't do and you won't succeed. And something has come to mind. I said it in another reading very recently, actually. It was something somebody had told me, you know, once a fisherman, always a fisherman. It was a man who had been brought up with that in a tiny fishing village, you know, in a very remote sort of place, third world country, and he was told, no, you can't go to college, you can't do anything. Once a fisherman, always a fisherman. And he proved them completely wrong. You know, so it's like actually saying, no, that's not my pathway. I don't have to do the same as you. I can do it differently. I can choose the pathway I want. And this is what we're seeing here. And I do feel like there's almost like centuries of sort of genetic lineage of we can't have, or we're not the people who have it, almost like them and us. And you're like, well, hang on a minute, why can't I? And so you should, and so you can. Something is coming to you, and I do think someone or a new group of people really will have your back. Okay, let's draw an angel card. What are we shown for pile 2, please? Abundance. Okay, well, you could not write it. Okay, abundance. Be open to accept an abundance. I love this, an abundance of love. The point is, whatever you thought you couldn't have, you can have it. The right kind of people who will love you, appreciate you, support you. This is not just about money, although I am seeing you're in for a lucky break. But you know, this really is, it's not about money. It's about a whole attitude and a whole way of being and a whole way of life, and about being happy. Just not being stuck in some sort of grind where you are constantly told this is your lot. It's like that is all shifting and changing, transformation in the bat energy. Yes, Rado, journey. Some of you may literally be setting forth on a journey physically. You might end up relocating, living somewhere else, moving to a different place, a different country, but you're moving. You are moving, and with the whale song, you're going to be living in alignment with the song lines of the earth. I just feel that your whole vibration is raising, and you're going to be in tune with what is possible rather than what is impossible. Beautiful energy here. It's like it's really combating this, you know, this energy of history that can't be achieved. Yeah, be open to accept an abundance of love. The right person or people coming in who will love you, support you, appreciate you, value you. Really you're able to step up I almost feel like you get to become the person that you've dreamed of being. In every possible way here. You know, that's the real abundance, isn't it? I mean, for sure, it probably does come with some stuff as well, but ultimately, it's you get to be the person that you really believe you could be, that somehow, that, you know, it has not been easy. Yeah, so releasing a person, a group, and the new coming in, or someone, or a new group. Wonderful. It just feels gorgeous. But, you know, it's a reading that says, what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? Well, you are certainly going to receive. It's also as well, do you know, the intuition is a blessing in itself, because I think what's happening is you're beginning to trust your intuition. So when you're with someone and you think something that might once have attracted you is no longer going to attract you, you pick up on the resonance of people. So if someone comes along and it kind of looks good on the tin, but it actually kind of ultimately isn't, you're starting to get really wise to that. Your intuition is sharpened, you're heightened, your vibration rising. And so when you are with someone and it feels really good, you kind of feel it, you know it. So you're starting to kind of live differently, to respond differently. Okay, I'm seeing your first card. We have the Seven of Swords. Wow. So this is how this is going to unfold. I'm seeing you having to navigate your way from this exit point, whoever this is or whoever they are. You're having to navigate quite thoughtfully. Okay. Trust your intuition. Be thoughtful about who you talk to and who you share with. I want to say not everyone is trustworthy. I just think all these cards are coming out for you. Let's put them there. Okay, and then we have the Empress showing up, showing herself to us. You're going to get to the end goal here. Or indeed, I feel that maybe, look at the birch trees in the background here. Birch trees represent new beginnings. They are connected to the rune of Berkana, a whole new phase of life, a whole new way of being. Just going to place this here. I think this is someone coming in and offering you a whole new life, a whole new way of being. This is the right connection, the right people. So we have the Tower. Yeah, this is changing, and it has to, doesn't it? And I think you know it has to change. But it is changing. Look at your cards. I mean, seriously, wow. You have the Tower, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Star. I mean, what a transformation to hope, to finding your guiding light. I do think someone, this showed up, you know, in the upright position. I do think someone particularly, this could represent a group of people, but even so, a group of people will have someone that heads them up. This is someone who I think genuinely is offering you the abundance of love that you deserve, the abundance of love, the recognition you desire. This is someone coming forwards, offering you exactly what you have been searching for, I feel, or dreaming of, or contemplating, but feeling like maybe you couldn't have, or being told you couldn't have. We have the Five of Wands, and we have the card of Justice. Yeah. So with the Five of Wands, which is a little bit competitive somehow, although I'm seeing really smiley faces, this card also came out. It's interesting, as did the Empress, I think, in pile 1. They've also got smiles on their faces. I just feel like for you, I think there's no stopping you, is what I'm saying. Other people's perspectives, whereas previously you might have been held back a bit, like exactly that, you know. Once, you know, if you're you know, your father was a fisherman, you'll be a fisherman, you know, born a fisherman, always a fisherman, that kind of attitude. I think that might have had a big impact. I think you release that. It's like you can almost laugh about the way it once held you back. You're going to move beyond it, and it will be like, you know, really, that's just so not me anymore. Justice, it's like you're stepping up and coming into your own, but someone is assisting you, or indeed a group of people. But even within a group, there'll be a kind of a leader of that group. Someone is coming in, and look at the transformation as well in the colouring of the cards. Look at the Wheel of Fortune. Look how we move from grey to gold here. You know, from kind of heartbreak to blessings to abundance, from lack to abundance. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful reading, beautiful energy. So something, or well, I say something, I think it's a someone, very specifically, a person or a group of people, could even be, you know, the place you were born in and grew up in. You are departing and moving away from that. The reason you're moving away is actually because you're also sort of being guided by somebody or a group of people, and you just know, your intuition says that these are the people I want to be with, or this is the person I want to be with, or this is the person I want to work with. This is my wish come true. And your reading is suggesting that it really is. So I just want to say this is awesome. Big changes, monumental changes. You may have to leave a little carefully, thoughtfully, be tactful. You know, we don't have to tell people that we just don't resonate with them anymore, and that we just don't want to be with them anymore because we just don't agree with their ways or their attitudes. We can be thoughtful, tactful, and but still burn our bridges. This is the key here. You are moving, if you so wish. Obviously, a reading will never tell you what to do. You have free will and conscious choice. But I think there's an extraordinary opportunity in front of you, and it's amazing. It is karmically incredible for you, because it means you can become the person that you actually want to become, and probably the person you came here to be, and have a life of happiness, joy, fulfillment, abundance in its truest form, which is kind of everything. You can actually have all of that. So the blessings are monumental, even though you may be having to navigate away from a few things that are a little on the challenging side. You can do this. Just plan, work it out. You'll be fine. You're good at planning. You've thought about it. You've been trying to work out and figure out how to move forwards. Well, the right person, the right circumstances or people are coming to you now to make this possible. So pile 2, what are you waiting for? This is amazing. This is your wish come true. I love this reading. It's beautiful. So your energy is amazing. Pile 2, keep us posted. I am sending you so much love. And yeah, thank you so much, all of you who are subscribed. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I post it, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should get them. You can also check out the Moon Magic homepage. You know, and I'm going to be reorganizing my playlist so you can find readings that have specific subjects on them a bit more easily as well. And I will be doing, because at the time of doing this reading, even though it's a timeless reading, so whenever you come to it, the message, if it's resonating, will be right for you. But I am doing quite a lot of past life readings because we're coming into eclipse season. So if that's something that interests you, maybe this is a past life connection coming back to support you right now. But either way, I'm going to be doing some past life really interesting readings through eclipse season because the energy is so right for this. So do watch this space, beautiful souls. And I do post a reading every Sunday for weekly guidance, so check out that as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, for all of your comments, and for all of you who give back in the super thanks in the comments. Pile 2, this is amazing. I'm blown away and I am thrilled for you. Tons of love. Beautiful pile 3, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. So you have the porcupine and anemone. How interesting that this is about boundaries, this card here. And we also have the beautiful selenite heart. Now this is a heart that, well, a stone that attracts light. Look at that. And becomes a battery charger as well. So what does that mean? Let's check in and see what else we are shown. Let's draw your first cards from the Akashic Tarot and see what we are shown. Okay, I'm going to go with those and those just to start with. See what we have. Okay, so we have the lightning bolt. Now it's in reverse. How interesting. We then have the divine physician. We have the card Adsum, paths unknown, and the Queen of Scrolls. Okay, right, beautiful souls, right. Now we're asking, what good karma and blessings are you receiving soon? I feel like this is about healing. Now, if any of you are having issues with your physical health, your mental health, literally, I feel like you're going to be recharged. Look at the lightning bolt coming in. This was the battery charger. You're going to be recharged. Your energy is being recharged. You're being healed. You're receiving healing. You're being supported, guided. Queen of Scrolls. There may well be someone coming in, or an offer for you, a communication coming to you that offers you an opportunity to do something that might be quite different for you. Paths unknown. But this pathway is actually taking you somewhere that's going to bring about some form of healing. We need more information. This is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. It's very specific, actually, that something is being offered to you. It's almost as though, I actually do feel that your spirit team, your guides, are stepping in very specifically at this moment in time to assist you, to take you on a pathway that will lead to your healing or to your happiness. There's a situation where you're having to draw boundaries around yourself quite a lot. You've had to protect yourself, and something is happening or going to be given to you that will heal this situation or heal you, recharge your batteries, stop you from being so depleted. Your card is 1-2-2-1, taking initiative, change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. I do feel there will be good news coming in with the Queen of Scrolls. I thought somebody is going to give you either a message, something is going to come through for you that's going to kind of show you the way forward. Right here and right now, you are having to work with what you've got. I can see that. But I think things are shifting. And what this is saying, the good karma and the blessings that you are going to be receiving soon, is literally an entry point, a pathway, a message, something that will open up a pathway for you, that will enable you to move away from something that you are having to almost potentially defend yourself from or shut yourself down from. Something around you is not currently right for you. It's not feeding you, it's taking from you rather than feeding you, or you're literally, you've almost gone into a personal lockdown in order to handle it. And I'm really, really sorry that, I mean, if that's not resonating with you, it may be that this is not the right reading for you. And if this is resonating, I am so sorry that this has, you know, been this way, that this has happened. With the lightning bolt, a bolt out of the blue, for some of you, I think something possibly happened, like someone threw you a curveball and you didn't see it coming. That won't be true for everyone. For some of you, it could have accumulated over time. This is in reverse. But I feel like out of a bolt from the blue, somebody is coming in to bring you assistance, which is the most important thing. And it's really going to assist you in healing. It is as if your guides are orchestrating this communication, this opportunity to assist you. Look at this happiness. Unlock the doors to happiness. I think there will be a communication that's going to unlock some doors for you. Literally open doorways, open new pathways for you. Let's get a karma card as well. What are we seeing here? See this card coming through? Completion. Yes, you are going to be able to leave your current situation. You're going to be able to leave it behind and move forwards. That's a doorway, literally, an opportunity is going to be open. You'll need to take the initiative and walk through it. I see in the Eight of Scrolls with paths unknown. Here she is, look, debating. Which way do I go? Should I do it? Should I not? But one of the paths, can you see, is so much more lit up. So I think an opportunity is going to be offered to you. And this is like your ticket out of your current situation. It's beautiful. Okay, we've got the card of gossip as well. How interesting. The card of gossip, again, it's making me feel like you're in an environment where you're having to boundary yourself. You really are. You're having to sort of almost like cope with the energy of others. I really see that you're very sensitive, very, very sensitive. I think, you know, you've learned almost, you get a bit prickly around people these days, I think, partly because you've been wide open and you've recognised that you can't be wide open to everybody. It's simply not okay. Now, some of you are also feeling very sensitive, very, yeah, just ultra sensitive because you've lost someone. And I'm really, really sorry for your loss. Some of you are feeling very, very sensitive, and there have been people around you who aren't sensitive to the way that you're working, or what you're processing is more to the point, better wording really. Yeah, to what you are having to process and what you're working through. There are people around you who are insensitive, actually. And I really get that. I really feel so strongly what you're needing is something very different, and it's coming. The good karma and the blessings that you will be receiving soon is a doorway being opened for you that takes you on a pathway that removes you from these kinds of circumstances. I do think it's going to come quite unexpectedly here as well. Let's draw some runes first of all, some rune cards, before we dive into your tarot cards. Yes, Uras. This is the card of strength, the rune of strength. You're having to really, I think it feels a bit like an endurance test, quite honestly, at the moment, what you're going through. But you can get through this, you really can. And this is like in a way, you're going through almost a bit of a rite of passage with Perth. It's like a rune of initiation. So even though it's really, really, I can see it's been so tough, and you need to keep going. Persevere, keep going. You do have the strength to do this. Work with what you've got. Stay with what you've got, because a new opportunity is coming in for you, and it will feel like a bolt out of the blue. Yes, and then things can flow forwards. Yes, you are literally in this space of transition. Your guides, your angels are working behind the scenes to bring about this opportunity. And I think someone literally is going to offer it to you. It'll be like an invitation to something, and it's taking you on a pathway. You do have to take the initiative. Communication, messages, good news. Unlock the doors to happiness. So you will need to take the initiative, beautiful souls. We have the Queen of Cups. How lovely. Okay. May we ask for more information? How is this story unfolding for pile 3? 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wheels. Okay, right, this is really interesting. And then we have the 10 of Cups, beautiful. So first off, I can tell you that I think that communication, the invitation, will be to do something that you love. It may even be an opportunity to take something like a hobby, something you do for yourself, and to take it further as a career pathway. But you're going to be able to work your way through this. The opportunity, that's what I can tell you. The opportunity is something that you love. I mean, you just do. You absolutely love it. It replenishes your soul. It recharges your batteries. It could be belonging to a reading group. It could be dancing. It could be becoming part of a walking group, or I'm seeing her in nature. It could be a conservation group. But whatever it is something that you love. And it will help you to work through whatever it is you're processing here. But most importantly, I do feel this is like almost like a career opportunity. It's going to take you on a pathway that is not one that you would have thought, but you're going to love it. 10 of Cups is going to bring you the lifestyle, or even if you join something, you get an invitation to join a group, and you think, I've really got to work at this because I'm in a withdrawn, tired place. But if you go and you do it, it could be where you meet someone if you're single and looking for someone, or it could be where you network and meet the right person career-wise with the 8 of Wheels here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. The point is, it's bringing about, it's a pathway that will bring you a new beginning. The invitation may not be the pathway itself, the door, but it opens the doorway to the new beginning. It literally is. It's like if you were invited to, it will be something you love. Okay, so it's not anything you wouldn't want to do. That I can really assure you with the Queen of Cups. So if you get an invitation to anything and you think, I've always wanted to do that, but you are a little bit wibbly wobbly about it, just go for it. It will only be something you love. It won't be something you don't want to do that you really dislike. It's something that you love. And if you go, you know, you psych yourself up and you go. And this is where the new beginning is then created from the going to this thing. This is the good karma and the blessing. We then have the 10 of Wheels. Wow. To have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, I mean, this is magnificent. I mean, this is just its happiness, its abundance, its contentment, its dreams come true. So it's really going to take you in the direction that you want to go in. I think that's a little too many. I think this is the one we're being shown. Do you know, this has come out in every one of the readings today. What I see here is that you will cease to do battle. I was saying in one of the other readings, you know, they're really cheerful, even though the 5 of Wands sometimes can present you with a dilemma, you know, or it's a kind of competition, sometimes even jealousy. How interesting. I actually think people might actually ultimately be quite jealous of you for this amazing pathway, new bit of life that is coming to you. Yeah, I think you might actually find that there are people who, you know, we've got the gossip card, of course. Yes, that's what we're being shown here. Of course, your message is coming through clearly now. Because we have the gossip card here, I think that the people that are currently not sensitive around you, not thoughtful around you, you know, actually you're going to shine, you're going to be buzzing. There'll be an invitation or a communication or an offer or an opportunity. You need to take the initiative to step through it. I know I've said that before, I'm repeating myself, but nevertheless, it's like there's a story here. It's going to take you to a space of absolute happiness. It's opening the doors to happiness. And actually the 5 of Wands, that jealousy bit, is coming through here because these gossipy people who are not at all sensitive to how you're feeling are going to see that you have everything here. So there's a sort of a slightly what's the word, like self-satisfaction. You know, that there is a self-satisfaction in knowing that you went through really tough times. You really worked to get through it and out the other side without the help of people who should really have been backing you and supporting you but didn't. And it's kind of like, actually, you really do show people that, you know, it's like it really puts them back, puts them in their place, or gets them to see things differently. This is fab. This is lovely. Let's draw just a couple more cards to see how this ultimately unfolds. But it just looks fabulous. It really does. It looks absolutely amazing for you. Pile 3. Okay, so we've got 7 of Swords. Okay. We have 8 of Swords. Okay. And then we've got Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Knight of Wands. This is really highlighting, I think, for me, what a big deal it is for you to take this new opportunity. If I look at these runes, if I put them up here for a moment. Okay, this is taking me to these cards here, completion and gossip. You know, actually, any of you who've lost someone, I'm so sorry. It's such a tough journey. It's so hard. We have to work to get back into life, don't we? If any of you are surrounded by people who've made you feel not okay about yourself, and so you've retreated, you've backed down, you've backed away by necessity to protect yourself. What this is telling me is, look, you don't need to tell them what you're doing. If you're around anybody as well, I'm going to say the gossipy card here, who's a bit narcissistic, who makes you feel bad about yourself, you don't have to share this opportunity with them. Just take it. It isn't necessary to tell everybody everything. When we're around people who are quite controlling, they often want to know everything about you. They want to know what you're doing, who you're, and they may even engage in kind of like what seems like pleasant conversations, but they're trying to acquire information so that they can actually then kind of put you down. And you don't have to tell them anything about your opportunity. What you need to do is just take it, run with it, and then be the success that you are, be in the happiness that you have. Because it will move forwards very, very quickly with the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knights are a fast-moving energy, but it's steady. That's what I love. All the Knights are moving forwards, but the Pentacles, the Wheels, it's a steady forward progress. It's going to happen. It'll be consistent. It's energized. I guess that's perhaps a better word of thinking about the Knights. It's an energized energy. You're going to make progress. You're going to bring in the harvest here. Yeah, if there is anyone around you who gets you down, I would be lessening the time you spend with them. You can do it tactfully. I wouldn't be sharing your joys, your successes. I would be making your progress quietly on your own. It's really heartbreaking that in a way there are people out there like that, but unfortunately that is the deal. That is the way some people are. And that is shifting for you massively, 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 massively. So the good karma and the blessings that are coming to you soon, that you are going to be receiving soon, is an invitation. It's a doorway opening for you. And in stepping through that doorway, your world starts to build in such a different way, in a magnificent way, bringing you ultimately the happiness and the contentment that you truly, truly desire and deserve. And I'm so sorry that this has happened, whatever it is in the context of the uniqueness of your world. I'm really sorry. Pile 3. But you are coming through this and out the other side. You will be stronger, wiser, more resilient, way more resilient. And the stuff of the past, you won't forget it, but you'll recognize it. It will make you the person that you are. You'll be stronger, wiser, better for it. Pile 3, this is your reading. I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. Watch out for that invitation. Watch out for someone offering you something, because it is a doorway to something. It's an opening. It's an opportunity to take a new pathway, to explore new avenues, new opportunities, and they are going to bring you, or this, by doing so, it is going to bring you so much happiness. It really, really is. Pile 3, this is your reading. I'm sending you tons of love. Thank you so much for being here. Keep us posted, beautiful souls. And obviously this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come to it, I am wishing you all the best. I'm going to be doing, as I do this, the timing of this is we're approaching eclipse season. So I will be doing some kind of readings around past lives and how they are affecting us now, and all kinds of interesting stuff during eclipse season. So watch this space. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I post them, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should hopefully have them coming into your stream. And you can always check out the Moon Magic homepage as well. Beautiful souls, thank you. Yeah, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. All of these things help the channel. For your comments, I love reading your comments. Thank you so much for writing about yourselves. It's a joy to read your stories. And yeah, thank you also for those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments as well. You're so appreciated. You're all so appreciated. Tons of love. Pile 3.